Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Very excited for this one. Before I get into it, if this is your first time watching the page or you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. I really appreciate it. You guys blessed me with a beautiful day yesterday. I hit 600 subs like 3 days ago, and yesterday one of my videos got like 2,000 views. I'm like 25 subs away from 700. So like I said, trying to get to 1,000 before the end of 2020. So if you enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Pitter patter, let's get at her. The Houston Rockets, they will be just fine. Now, I made a video a couple of, maybe like 2 weeks ago, right after Russell Westbrook got traded. I made a video saying the Houston Rockets should not panic. And the same thing goes. So I just want to start this video off by saying here are our pieces without James Harden. Just the fucking roster. Here's the roster. Because it's a good roster. If James Harden is on this team and Christian Wood plays not obviously to 27 and 10 a night, but if he goes even like 18 and 6, like 15 and 5, like even that's good. So throwing in Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, Ben McLemore, David Nwaba, Jae'Sean Tate, like the talent is clearly there. So after seeing the way we played without John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins the other night, I just truly believe there's no time to panic. We have an incredible roster. In fact, I would go as far to say if James Harden were to stay here and he were to just fully commit to the Houston Rockets, there is no way that this team is anything higher than like a 3 seed. My predictions at the beginning of the year if James Harden were to stay was the 3 seed. I see them being the 2 seed easily now. I don't think anyone can really catch up to the Lakers. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, all their free agent additions. They already had a great team before their additions. So the 2 seed is honestly what I would see James Harden and the Houston Rockets being. Now, let's factor in if James Harden were to get traded. It's not the end of the world. In fact, I think some Houston Rocket fans they should start to get their minds ready. The chances James Harden gets traded this season by the end of like the trade deadline, they're really high. In fact, I'd put them the number would start with a 9. It would be at least 90%, just because from what we've seen, all the rumors, like right now, the Houston Rockets are definitely waiting to see what they can get, because Drew Holiday, keep in mind, got 3 first-round picks, okay? James Harden has led the league in scoring for 3 straight seasons. It's very, very hard to kind of match that value. In fact, I would say it's extremely, almost impossible to match that value. If James Harden gets traded, there has to be 3 teams. Unless one team is okay with getting screwed, and I hope it's not the Rockets, I really, really think there needs to be a 3rd team. There could even be a 4th team. So let's take a look at the 5 kind of trade ideas that have been played around with. Jamal Murray and the Nuggets trading for Harden. Hero and the Heat. Siakam and the Raptors. Dinwiddie, LeVert, and Allen on the Nets. I don't know why I can't think of the fucking last one. It'll come to me. So that's 4 talented players. Ben Simmons, dumbass. Ben Simmons and the 76ers. So those are 5. No matter, based on your personal opinions, all 5 of those are not going to be, just judging from person to person. Even for me, all 5 of those players, like Jamal Murray's fit compared to Tyler Hero's fit are completely different. Because if we got Jamal Murray, you'd have to most likely trade John Wall, or you'd have a lot to figure out. Maybe don't trade John Wall right away, but you'd have a lot to figure out. So maybe Jamal Murray and the Nuggets, those are definitely the sleepers. I would also throw in the Raptors. I would say the best chances are the Heat with Tyler Hero, Ben Simmons and the Sixers, LeVert, Allen, and Dinwiddie. Now, unfortunately, Dinwiddie and Allen are on expiring deals. Allen would most likely, like, it's just adding another center. Allen's adding another center, which wouldn't be too bad because he probably would only get, like, at least max 25 minutes a night, maybe, I would say probably 20 minutes, but as long as he's not affecting Christian Wood's development, because I truly believe Christian Wood goes 20-10 on the season, gets an all-star berth, I don't want it to affect it. However, I think the Nets are the team that would offer us the most picks. I think if they were to throw in 3 first-round draft picks, I really think the Houston Rockets would do that deal. So you get Dinwiddie, you get Allen, you get LeVert, you get 3 young pieces and 3 first-round picks. You throw them on a team with John Wall, who looks incredible. He looks healthy and athletic. Same exact thing goes for DeMarcus Cousins. Same exact thing. Christian Wood, we all know after that game his potential is nuts. In 21 minutes on the Detroit Pistons, he averaged 13 and 6. 39% from 3. This guy is extremely efficient, and I guarantee you he will be an all-star by the time he is done in Houston. Whether that's the end of his career, whether that's at the end of the contract, I guarantee you Christian Wood will be an all-star at least once. And I really think it's going to start this year. You throw in an Eric Gordon who I admit I gave him too much slander. He definitely, if he's coming off a career worst from the field and 3, he had 2 injuries last season. He's going to have those inconsistent nights like that one night in preseason where we saw him go 2 for 9 or 2 for 7. He's going to have nights like that, but he's also going to have nights like the last 2 nights where he drops 20 pieces both nights. So you throw in those 3 young pieces with all those guys, that's some talent right there. That's a playoff team, in my opinion. I think they still make the playoffs. I think John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, and Christian Wood, without James Harden, would excel. I really think that they would do better without James Harden on the team. Now, Christian Wood, maybe not the same because Christian Wood is an excellent pick-and-roll player. James Harden, very similar. John Wall he's also a decent pick-and-roll player. James Harden revived Kenneth Faried's career. He revived Clint Capella's career. He turned Clint Capella into Clint Capella's who he is today. Yeah, he got paid and turned to crap. But Clint Capella, there was games where he averaged like 3 straight 20-rebound games, 20 and 20 games. James Harden could turn Christian Wood into, like, oh my God, after we only saw 1 game of them play together, but oh my goodness, I think Christian Wood could average like 25 if he played with James Harden. I really do. So you got that. You got the Nets. Nets are a decent trade. Don't panic. You got 3 young pieces, 3 firsts. Ben Simmons, whether you like Ben Simmons or not, he's still a good value piece to receive in return for James Harden. If you were to compare it to a team like the Raptors or the Nuggets, who wouldn't really be able to give us much at all, especially barely any firsts, if any. So Ben Simmons, while I'm not a huge fan of Ben Simmons on the Houston Rockets because I'm concerned how the fit would work, I'm concerned it would screw up Christian Wood's minutes as well and his development. There's no need to panic if you get Ben Simmons back for James Harden. Your future is looking bright. And the exact same thing goes for 20-year-old Tyler Hero, if he's even 20 years old yet. I believe he's 20, but he could still be 19. I mean, this dude's younger than me. I know Olynyk and Iguodala might not be the pieces you want, but if you get Robinson or none and Tyler Hero and a couple first-round picks, that's a pretty good, like, you've got stuff to be excited for, man. All 3 of those trades, the Houston Rockets fans, they have something to look forward to every night. Because those are all still, we still have DeMarcus Cousins, we still have Christian Wood, we still have Eric Gordon, we still have all these players that can take us to the playoffs. And you just add these young pieces, and as they continue to develop, continue to play with these guys, they're just going to get better and better. It's just, honestly, it's a win-win if you look at it. If James Harden leaves, we get young pieces, our future's set, and we already have a good team. James Harden stays, we have an incredible team, and we could really, really make a run. Let me know what you guys think about today's video. I'll see you guys later.